Good morning, class. Today again we are just going to discuss about important topics and just solve the questions as per the solution which I have given. Today we are just going to discuss about the very first question, and the question is, what is matter, or how do we classify the matter? So we have to define the word matter. Matter is the object or something which occupies space and having mass. Examples like chalk, water, and air. Now, how do we classify matter? So, based on physical property, matter is classified as solid, liquid, and gas. And based on the chemical properties, we have to learn in chapter number 2, children. So, matter is the object or something which occupies space and having mass. Now, what are the properties of particles? Particles is nothing but they are the building block of matter. Very first property is they have space in between them, children. I have just underlined the word. Keep it in mind. They are continuously moving. They are very small beyond the imagination, and they have such force of attraction between them, children. First property, they have space in between them. They are continuously moving. They are very small beyond our imagination, and they have force of attraction in between them. So these are the properties of particles. Now third question is, write the properties of solid. Children, solids, when we talked about fan, when we talked about cupboard, when we talked about the things around, they are made up of iron, they are made up of any other objects which are termed as solid. So solid have fixed mass, fixed shape, and fixed volume. Second property, they are rigid. See why they are rigid? Because when we talked about the arrangement of the particles, they are tightly packed. They do not have space in between them, so they are rigid. When we apply the force, then also they are not changing their position. So we can say that solids are rigid. This is the second property. They do not have space in between them, children. Particles of solid do not have space in between them, so they are tightly packed. They have strong force of attraction. See, children, they are tightly packed, so we applied very higher force to break down them. Particles of solid do not have space in between them, so they are not able to move from one place to another. If you apply force, then also they are not able to move. So we can say that they have least kinetic energy because they do not have space to move. Particles are not have space to move, so they are having least kinetic energy. Next, discussion about they are incompressible. Then also such of the solids, they are compressible, and that example is sponge. That is going to ask in the exam that sponge, though it is solid, it is compressible. So what is the reason behind that? Sponge has tiny pores, holes, small holes, and which contain air inside in it, and when you press the sponge, that air comes out, and due to that, sponge, though it is solid, it is compressible, children. Sponge has tiny pores, tiny holes which contain air inside in it, or I have written that trapped air inside in it, and when you apply the force to the sponge, that air comes out, and due to that, sponge, though it is solid, it is compressible. It is going to ask in the exam that due such of the particular solids, they are compressible. Explain with the example. So sponge is the example for that. Sponge is solid, though it is compressible. Then solid particles do not intermix on their own, so they do not show the property of diffusion, children. Suppose I am taking sugar and salt, they do not intermix. If we have to intermix them, they itself do not intermix, so we can say that do not show the property of diffusion. Due to tightly packed arrangement, solids have higher density. Last property is, due to tightly packed arrangement, they have high density. We have to apply force. So the next question is, they depend on the density. That what is density? Write it SI unit. SI is nothing but system international unit. Arrange the following into increasing order of the density. Their density, that is iron, chalk, air, honey, and water. So what is density? Is nothing but mass per unit volume of any substance. So mass has SI unit kg, kilogram, and volume has SI unit meter cube. So density is nothing but mass per unit volume. So SI unit of density is kg per meter cube. Now increasing order. So air is least density, and air after then water, then honey, then chalk and iron. So here we can say that iron has most highest or more density, whereas air has the least density. So increasing order of the density is air, then water, then honey, then chalk and then iron. Next question is there, depend on humidity, that what is humidity and how is affect the rate of evaporation. Humidity is nothing but I have just underlined the word, it is amount of water vapor present in the air. Humidity is inversely proportional to the rate of evaporation. That means if humidity decrease, the rate of evaporation increase, children. And if humidity increase, the rate of evaporation decrease. So humidity is nothing but the amount of water vapor present in the air. And when we talked about the season of summer and monsoon, season of summer has the least humidity and monsoon has highest humidity. So when we talked about wet clothes, they dry enough faster in the season of summer than that of monsoon, because in monsoon humidity is more, so rate of evaporation is decrease, and in the summer humidity is low, so rate of evaporation increase. Next question is condensation. What is condensation? So the process of conversion of gas into liquid is known as condensation. So when you decrease the temperature, so gaseous particle again converts into the liquid particle. So that phenomenon is known as condensation. When you take the vessel, boil the water and put the lid, you can just see the process of condensation. We discussed brief about it in this question, that how do we interconvert the state of matter, draw the chart and explain each process in mole. Again we are discussing the process in it. So how do you interconvert the state of matter, children? By increasing or decreasing pressure, or by changing the temperature. You can write also by changing the pressure and by changing the temperature. Now we see the interconversion processes. So here we have the processes melting, freezing, condensation, vaporization, sublimation, children. So this is the chart which just says us about the interconversion of three states of matter: solid to liquid, liquid to gas. In solid to liquid we have learned about melting and freezing, liquid to gas condensation and vaporization, and solid to gas we have to learn about sublimation. So these processes of changes of state of matter is vaporization, condensation, freezing, melting and sublimation. So these are the processes which are there related with the interconversion of state of matter by changing the temperature. We first discuss about the process, that is vaporization. Vaporization is also known as evaporation. So this is the process of changing of liquid into gas. Here I have just written water into vapor. You can write just liquid into gas is known as evaporation. When we talked about water to water vapor, it's known as vaporization. So what is the particular boiling point of water? It is 100 degrees Celsius, children. So evaporation is nothing but this is a process of conversion of liquid state into gaseous state. Now condensation, it is the reverse process of vaporization or evaporation, where we are just converting the gaseous state into liquid state. So this is known as condensation, children. So when we talked about evaporation and condensation, both are known as reversible process. Condensation is conversion of gas to liquid. Now freezing, the change of liquid into solid because of decrease in the temperature is known as freezing. Children, freezing is also known as solidification. When we talked about water freezes at the temperature of 0 degrees Celsius, which is equal to 273 Kelvin, children. So freezing is nothing but the conversion of liquid into solid. Now next is melting. Melting is nothing but it is the conversion of solid state into liquid state due to increase in the temperature, children. Melting is also known as fusion. Ice, which is solid, melts at a temperature of 0 degrees Celsius. So you can say that melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius, or you can write that 273 Kelvin, where K is capital always. Now next is sublimation. Sublimation is nothing, children, but it is a change of state directly from solid to gas without changing into liquid state, vice versa, gas to solid without changing in the liquid state. It is known as sublimation, children. So in the next module we learn more about the question answer. Thank you, children.